Last night I told you about the headache, neck ache, backache that I suddenly came down with. That was quickly followed by flu-like symptoms like fever and soreness all over my body, and I felt really weighed down. I felt horrible. So I went to bed hoping that I would feel better this morning, and I didn't really. But I know that all those symptoms are symptoms of meningitis, so I was really worried, and I looked up meningitis and found that diagnosis requires a spinal tap, and really don't want a spinal tap. And I don't go to modern doctors, I don't take synthetic medicines. I just really didn't want to go that route unless I had to. So I felt horrible all day. I read that the treatment for meningitis is antibiotics. A lot of the time, meningitis is a viral infection. Sometimes it's a bacterial infection, that's the potentially deadly one. And sometimes it's also a fungal infection. So I got together all of the antibiotic, antibacterial, antiviral foods, herbs, spices that I had on hand and took in nothing but that all day and water in hopes that I could fight it off myself. I decided that if I wasn't better by tomorrow morning, I would talk to my doctor, who is a holistic practitioner, to see if he could help me. Now, here's where things get graphic and kind of gross. I feel better now. Guess why? It's not meningitis. I was constipated, and it poisoned me. Yeah, that's what I said. So the thing is, I never have been in really good health because I grew up on junk food. So I was always constipated because of what I ate, and I was used to it. Since I've started doing detox cleansing and eating well, I've been getting over that problem. But the thing is, when I go on a binge, which I do at times, and I'm trying really hard to stop that and not let that happen again, but when that happens and I take in a lot of processed food, my body has gotten used to things passing through easily while I've been eating properly. And then all that processed food gets stuck, and my body is not used to having to get it out like it was before. I knew I was constipated because it had been, I don't know how many days. And I did consider that that was making me feel worse than I might already, but I didn't think that that was the entire problem. I have never had symptoms like that from being constipated. It's made me feel sick plenty of times before, but it has never caused, I don't know, a spinal and brain inflammation and things like that. I I never would have thought. But I figured if I could get past the constipation, that would at least make me feel a little bit better. So I did an enema. Yes, I know. It doesn't sound pleasant, but I will take that over a spinal tap any day. And if you are severely constipated, it's so worth it to get relief. I mean, I wouldn't want you to doubt my commitment to fecal motion. It was a pretty severe experience, though. Other times when I've done an enema when I was constipated, it wasn't like this because I wasn't sick to this point. So it was just really hard to go through. While I was on the toilet, I was having to throw up into the trash can, and I had been drinking herbal tea with lemon juice in it, so I was throwing up lemon juice, and it burned, and it was very unpleasant. But after all was said and done, I took a shower and I was singing in the shower. And I know I feel good if I'm involuntarily singing. That's just what I do when I feel good. It took a little while for my headache to ease up. I mean, it was immediately better, but it was still there a little bit. And it is still there just a little bit, but so much better than it was. It was really debilitating before. All of it was really debilitating before, and now I feel alright. I think my fever's gone. I put on long pants and a long sleeved shirt after I got out of the shower because I've been freezing from the fever. But now I'm sweating and I think I'm over it, and I'm going to shed these clothes. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning, and maybe I won't have to go to the doctor after all, and this will be a happy ending to this thrilling story.